sex every time I sit down in his car. Himself, I'm not mindful, I'm a handful. You get it? Mister don't know what to do with me. I driving that man crazy. And he's still coming back. So you know that good? Me and your man go together real bad. Mwah. 10 years with the man and you treat me like me girl, you suck. Mr. Sick of me girl. You want him back? Ask nicely.
And I shine for all. But I am some people world. You never shine at all.
These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I love you, you call me a liar. Oh no, 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 no. Baby, tell me when you gone.
It's always a better choice. My one and only station.
DBS Radio.
Fair and balanced, unbiased and clear, concise and accurate. This is the DBS Evening News. Here now is your presenter with the headlines.
In the headlines this evening, double murder accused Jonathan Lair and his co-accused Robert Snyder committed to the High Court for trial. In news from the region this evening, Jamaica Labour Party General Secretary Dr. Horace Chang condemns bomb threats, and news from the international scene, Ukraine President rejects proposals for buffer zone to end Ukraine war. Details of the evening news right after this.
It's in the feeling and how we talk. It's in the meaning and our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. 'Cause the rhythm of life is pumping. Together going strong. No matter what we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrate and come let your rhythm flow.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Evening News. The double murder accused Jonathan Lair and Robert Snyder Jr. have been committed to stand trial at the High Court for the murder of Echo Resort owners Dominic Marchand and Daniel Langlois. The two U.S. nationals are accused of killing the French-Canadian couple between November 29, 2023 and December 2, 2023 at Bois Cotlet in Soufrière. The decision was handed down today by Chief Magistrate Candia Carret George following the paper committal of the matter. Ronaldo Luke Pascal spoke to the Director of Public Prosecutions, Sherma Dalrymple, following the decision of the court.
Well, today was scheduled for the ruling on a no case submission and also committal. The ruling on the no case submission was that there is sufficient evidence for the matter to proceed to committal, and both accused have been committed to the High Court, to the next criminal session for trial for the two murders.
Okay, and how confident is the state moving forward with this case?
We are very confident in this matter. We know we have a real prospect of obtaining a conviction. The evidence is clear as in relation to the both accused having committed this double murders. Also, we expect to indict by September.
And that's Director of Public Prosecutions Sherma Dalrymple speaking to reporter Ronaldo Luke Pascal. Other news this evening, the Parliament of Dominica has approved the registration of Electors Amendment Bill, which allows for an extension of the voter confirmation process. The Electoral Commission requested the extension to begin the voter confirmation process in October 2025. Attorney General Levi Peter introduced the bill to Parliament earlier today.
The current September 1st, 2025 to August 31st, 2026 confirmation period was declared by the Electoral Commission through Statutory Rule and Order SRO number 16 of 2025. However, Mr. Speaker, the Electoral Commission has advised that the current September 1st commencement date is no longer feasible. and the Commission has therefore decided to revise the timetable for the commencement of the confirmation process. As a consequence, Mr. Speaker, of the current commencement date no longer being feasible, it has become necessary to return to this Honourable House to secure for the Commission the lawful authority to alter the current commencement date and substitute an alternative commencement date. Specifically, Mr. Speaker, this bill seeks to amend Section 50, subsection 1 of the Registration of Electors Act to provide the Electoral Commission with the unambiguous legislative authority to alter the commencement date of the confirmation period. It is my understanding, Mr. Speaker, that the Commission will, by order, shortly declare a new commencement date and confirmation period. It is my understanding that this will be from October of 2025 to October of 2026, but that remains subject to the order of the Commission to bring this into formal existence.
And that's Attorney General Levi Peter in Parliament this morning. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit said the decision supports the request of the Electoral Commission.
The Parliament did provide for a very smooth, efficient, transparent and effective implementation of electoral reform, particularly with regards to the confirmation exercise and issuance of a voter ID card to every confirmed and registered voter in the Commonwealth of Dominica. It is on the request of the Commission that we're here. They have incited a number of reasons why they will not be ready for September 1, because the law provides for a declaration of the commencement, which the Commission has the authority in law to do, and which they did by SRO 16. And they did that, and the commencement date for Confirmation Dominica ought to be September 1 based on the SRO 16 or 2025 declared by the Commission. September 1 will be next week or the weekend, and they recognize that they will need some more time to start the process, the actual process of when you show up, you can confirm and get your biodata taken and to have your name confirmed. And so they gave some reasons to us by a letter addressed to us. They will need some more time. We have agreed to come to the Parliament to assist the Electoral Commission with doing this.
And that's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Parliament was adjourned sine die. A new minimum wage for Dominica is due to come into effect on the 1st of October this year. The minimum wage was last increased in 2021.
The government has appointed the advisory board. Advisory board is in place. The Minister of Acting Minister for Labour, Honourable Pinard, reported to the Cabinet that he met with the board a couple of weeks ago and the board is doing its work. The mandate is that a report should come to us in September so that a new minimum wage should take effect in Dominica in October 1. So we're hoping that they can do their work diligently and judiciously and to provide the Minister with advice on what they believe would be a fair rate for minimum wage in Dominica, various categories of workers. And because the mandate by the Parliament is for us to give effect to a minimum wage October 1, 2025. And so we look forward to that. When we last increased the minimum wage in 2021, we indicated that every 3 years we'd have a review to take into consideration the every 3-year review that the public services have with employees. So this is what we're doing, and we look forward to the report in September so it could take effect October 1.
And that's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Other news this evening, ambulance services in Roseau surrounding areas are to improve with the procurement of a new $300,000 ambulance. The ambulance was presented to the Fire and Ambulance Department this afternoon.
This ambulance we have gotten here today, which is before your eyes today, is the most sophisticated ambulance we have received. It has everything that the emergency response officers will require to actually stabilize and to treat a patient who may be involved in an accident or any issue where, of course, that person has to be responded to and taken to the hospital. It's a cost of $301,000, and we are in also communication with the company who has actually manufactured this thing, the ambulance from scratch, And because we think that's the way forward to enhance our fleet and to ensure that the equipment that the ambulances have is actually fit contemporary times. That is not to say that what we have do not have the basics that we need, but this one is a step higher. And during my discussion with the fire chief, he's in discussion with the company, and we're looking at maybe a reduced cost for the additional ones that we're looking at. In the next 2 weeks, we'll have at least 7 ambulances, which means that every health district will be equipped with an ambulance.
A minister responsible for national security, Rayburn Blackmore. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has defended the new appointment of Lorraine Bannis Roberts as Dominica's High Commissioner to the United Kingdom. Bannis Roberts resigned as the country's permanent representative to the UN when she signed documents to establish relations between Dominica and Syria in 2022, a move which sparked controversy.
I would say that this is not an impediment to advancing her engagement. It wasn't something that she did that was illegal or anything like that of that nature. As I said then, and I'll say now, that I would have preferred that action had not been taken then. That is not something to banish somebody eternally. At some point we have to move on, and we all have to move on and recognize that the country needs all of us at its disposal to do what we have to do for the country, and let us move on. I do not think that any one of us is of no sin. We have to move on, and as Prime Minister, I've moved on, and I have looked beyond that and look at the greater interests of the country, and put Lauren to work.
And that's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Kada's band, Midnight Groovers, has received a major boost ahead of the 25th edition of the World Creole Music Festival with a $3,000 contribution from businessman Ibrahim Bruhim.
At this moment, I would like to say it's been a great pleasure to be associated with the Midnight Groovers band of Grand Bay. It's a band that I have tremendous respect and appreciation for over the 30, 40 years that they have been in existence. And I've really followed them. I've appreciated them. Why? Because they have given me a music that I have cherished throughout my life, and I've never given it up, and I will continue giving them the support. And so as a result, knowing that they're going to be once again be on the World Creole Music Festival band stage, I've decided, not on behalf of the sign man, this is Ibrahim Bruhim doing that because it's a love I have, and so I've decided to make a contribution towards the Groovers for their preparation for the Creole Festival, because I know it's not easy at times, gathering funds, and it's one that I have no regrets doing. And so, Reynold, you being the rep, the manager, whatever it is, I want to make this contribution to the band, hoping that it will make a real good contribution to them, for the preparation of the World Creole Music Festival 2025.
And that's businessman Ibrahim Brohim. Manager of the Midnight Groovers, Reynold Alcendo, said the gesture is timely.
On behalf of the legends Chubby, Philip Mack, and Marcel Comac, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for this great gesture that you have just made to the Midnight Groovers band. Of course, I know you have the Midnight Groovers at heart. You are a big fanatic of Midnight Groovers. You have always been present, be it Creole Festival, be it Creole Inipat, be in the street of Roseau, be it Wadix Jam, Papa Creole, or whichever Creole had been. You have always been present and have always been contributing towards the band. I know you love that music, I know you love that band, and I know you're not going to give up like that. And I know you want Chubby and Con, the Midnight Groovers, to continue. Your contribution here will not go unnoticed. You will see some of it on stage for this year's World Creole Music Festival. Of course, I can let you know from now that some of it will go towards the band's outfit on stage, and hopefully the rest will go towards the preparation in terms of probably some guitar strings for Co and the other guitarist, and transportation here, there, and back, and whatever else it can take us to. We will use it to the best of our ability.
And that's the manager of the Midnight Groovers band, Reynold Alcendo. Midnight Groovers will perform on night 1 of this year's World Creole Music Festival. The National Project Coordinator for the Partnership Initiative for Sustainable Land Management, Yuan James, has emphasized the importance of Dominican youth in transforming the agricultural sector. He made the comments during the opening ceremony of the local youth conference on climate change held this morning at the Goodwill Parish Hall.
We are particularly keen on fostering youth-led innovations in this crucial sector, recognizing that your generation possesses the creativity, technological fluency, and environmental consciousness necessary to revolutionize agriculture practices and land management in the Caribbean. Dominica has been a valued and visionary support sponsor in PISLM's new institutional arrangement. And it fills me with pride to announce that this fund will be located right here in Dominica. While our headquarters for the new PISLM entity will be established in Grenada, with operational centers strategically located in Guyana, Trinidad, and Haiti. This fund is designed to support countries in achieving their land degradation neutrality targets and will be accessible to all participating seats, serving as a catalyst for critical land management initiatives that will define our environmental future.
National Project Coordinator for the Partnership Initiative for Sustainable Land Management, Yuan James. The news continues right after this.
It's in the feeling and how we talk. It's in the meaning and our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. 'Cause the rhythm of life is pumping. Together going strong. No matter what we keep exploring. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrate and come let your rhythm flow.
DBS News.
Jamaica Labour Party General Secretary Dr. Horace Chang has taken note of and is condemning bomb threats on several government buildings which occurred today across the corporate area and rural Jamaica. Dr. Chang, who is also the National Security Minister, said it appears the bomb threats are designed to disrupt the vote of the security forces, which is now taking place in Jamaica. He urged those responsible to desist from seeking to cause disorder in Jamaica. Finally, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has rejected proposal for a buffer zone between Ukrainian and Russian forces as part of a peace deal, arguing it does not reflect the realities of modern warfare. His comments followed a report suggesting European leaders were considering a 40-kilometer, 25-mile buffer zone as part of either a ceasefire or longer-term agreement. The war in Ukraine has evolved into a conflict driven by drone technology, and Zelensky suggested a buffer zone of sorts already existed because of the threat of drone strikes close to the front line. It is 21 minutes after 6 o'clock. That's news. Don't go away. The sports report comes up shortly.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Flo's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or larger. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial star 129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
And let's begin the DBS Evening Sports with athletics news. The Dominica Amateur Athletic Association is rating its Summer Kids program as a major success. The program concluded today with the staging of the Kiddies Athletics Festival at Lindo Park in Goodwill. The executive member of the Dominica Athletic Association, Felicia Antoine, says development at the grassroots is important.
The program went extremely well, in my opinion. We had 5 clubs. We had the Westmore Rangers in Marigot area, Aspirers in the north, in Portsmouth, Striders in town, Athons Athletics, and the Kalinago Eagles in Kalinago area. So overall, it was a great program. We have an estimated 150 children here today, coming here today. The importance of this Kids Athletics program is to really build up the skill of the children from the grassroots level, build up their coordination and basic movements needed for basic daily living, and if they decide to go into any other sport, this is the foundation for any other sport. We run, we jump, we throw, and we develop their values and their belief skills. So everything, it's a complete package. So we are excited to put this and host this every summer. And we're actually doing it twice a year. So in Kids Athletics Day, sometime in May, and then of course in the summer as well. So we look forward to continuing our events, which will be the summer program, the primary school store, and then obviously the Kids Athletic Festivals twice a year, as always. So we look forward to bringing this every year annually so that the kids can have fun all year round.
And that's the executive member of the Dominica Athletics Association, Felicia Antoine. Tropical Shipping Dominica is hoping its new partnership with the Aspirers Athletics Club will go a long way towards helping the club meet its objectives. The company today made a significant financial contribution to the club. Manager at Tropical Shipping Dominica, Tahira Musgrave Robinson, says the company is committed to helping to create an environment for the young people to succeed.
Tropical Shipping is committed to giving back to the communities that we serve. Today we are doing one of our handovers to the Aspires Sports Club from Portsmouth, headed by Mr. Nabi Wallace. We value giving back to our communities, and we value the youth of our communities, and we see this as a great opportunity to give back, and not just give back in a small way, but in a big way, as we see this contribution to greatly help improve the sporting community and help develop the minds of the students. We know how important sports is to the development of youth and discipline. And at Tropical, this contribution today is significant for us because we see we see ahead what the value the contribution is going to bring to the community and Dominica on a whole.
And that's the manager at Tropical Shipping Dominica, Tahira Musgrave Robinson. Meantime, coach of the Aspirers Athletics Club, Nabi Wallace, says the club is thankful for the support.
And we are so very thankful to be standing here today with the Tropical Shipping. They are coming on board and supporting our program. Our program starts from age 7 all the way up. And we are working with children across the run, jump, and throw. But we don't just want to develop them physically. We'd also like to help them in their social lives and their social skills. And so we are very happy that we have a corporate sponsor coming on board, seeing the work that we are doing and coming on board to assist us. And so we say, from Aspirers to everybody out Tropical Shipping, we thank you so very much.
And that's the coach of the Aspirers Athletics Club, Nabi Wallace. Olympic gold medalist Thea Laffogatson is hoping to build on Thursday's showing in the Diamond League as she gets set for the World Championships next month. Thea Laffogatson jumped a season's best 14.62 meters in the women's triple jump final on her way to a 4th place finish. She says it was good to have gotten a season's best as she continues to work her way back into peak form following her injury after the Olympics.
Yeah, today was a pretty solid day. I'm happy to have walked away with a season's best. It did take me quite a few jumps to kind of figure out what was kind of funky with my run, but I'm happy at the end I actually did figure it out, which then leaves me in a much better headspace heading into World Champs. I'm really looking forward to cleaning it up even more and jumping even farther. We travel to Tokyo tomorrow, so we're going to get situated, get acclimated, and get ready to attack. So I'm very excited for the last meet in the big championship of the season, and I'm looking forward to bigger jumps to come.
A national athlete Thea Laforgatson. Well, Thea will now turn her attention to the World Championships, which will be held in September in Tokyo, Japan. She's Dominica's only qualified athlete and will jump on September 16. The national athlete Denick Luke will also represent Dominica at the World Championships. He will take part in the 400-meter hurdles on the 15th of September. Luke recently placed 4th in that event at the NACA Games in the Bahamas. Other sports this evening, Dominica is gearing up for the men's ECVA Final 4 volleyball tournament. The competition, which features the top 4 ranked volleyball teams within the ECVA, is set for September in Antigua. Here now is the Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Volleyball Association, Sidney John.
Yes, we have the ECVA Final 4 tournament. That the top 4 teams, the top 4 ranked teams in the ECVA qualified for that tournament, and it will be in Antigua from September 19th to 21st. So Dominica will come up against Grenada, St. Lucia, and the host Antigua and Barbuda. Right now we have about 22 young men training for that team, and within the next few weeks we expect to have that final team being selected and put on the final tune and travel to Antigua, hopefully to win gold. We trust our preparation, we trust our skill set, and we know it's just a matter of fine-tuning everything and showing up on the day and performing.
And that's the Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Volleyball Association, Sidney John. Asad Mohammed continued to take the DABA Premier League by storm as he recorded another 40-point game as the Happy 767 Sports Club Dominators crushed the Police Sports Club last night at the Massac Indoor Facility. The Police had no substitutes and had no answer for Asad Mohammed, who lit them up for 46 points, including 8 3-pointers as the Dominators cruised to the win. Arundel Debon had 21 points as well for Dominators, who won the match 126 points to 74, while Daniel Omond had 33 and Shyla Farrell